Thank you for tuning in to Ingrid's World. Our guests are entrepreneurs that shine. You will meet an owner and karate grandmaster that has been featured on MTV Made and has won several awards, including Keys to the City. He is focused on improving our physical health. And our last guest has brought us clothes that are great to wear and easy to pack. Yes, we'll even have our own fashion show. So welcome to another episode of Ingrid's World. I'm so glad you're here. Now let's welcome to the show Grandmaster Wesley C. Jenkins.
Ingrid,
thank you for being here on the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Well, we always like to say, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, Ingrid, thank you. I've been studying martial arts since 1968, a little bitty boy, and I'm approaching the high 50s now, and I've been doing this a very long time. It's really helped me spiritually, mentally, and physically become a better person. In doing so, I want to share that with the community in which I live in.
You know, and so the name of your company?
Tiger, Do, Jang, Karate, and Fitness.
My goodness. Now, Dojang, what does that mean?
Dojang in Korean means school or training hall.
Oh my word. And what is the mission of your school?
To stimulate, motivate, inquisitive minds for young people and those not so young at heart.
Ah, that would be me.
Yes.
So that's wonderful. Why did you start this business?
Well, I've been doing martial art a long time, since 1968, and I moved to the Waldorf, Maryland area in 1994. And I viewed a couple martial arts schools, but it wasn't what I was used to. So I wanted to start a place that people can come and get a spiritual enlightenment through martial art training.
Wow.
And not only that, the physical part.
Wow. And that's like so important because in fact, you were showing me this wonderful magazine that, to show our viewers, I have an autographed copy here of Martial Arts, Fitness, and Health, and that's really pretty exciting to be on there. And on the cover of it, and you've been doing it since then, you started it and you want to stimulate minds. What kind of programs do you have going on there?
Ingrid, at our martial arts school, we have a before and after school program where parents will drop their children off in the morning, we'll provide breakfast, bring them to school, pick them up from school, provide a snack, and we have school teachers on staff to start their homework. And not only that, we teach traditional martial arts every day.
Every day.
Every day.
And that's wonderful because, goodness, it doesn't sound, let's say, that you bring the children to martial arts and it's just that hour and they leave out. You're treating the entire child in terms of, helping their education, keeping them, focused. My goodness. And you have teachers there too.
Yes. Not only that, Ingrid, it's much more than that. It's stimulating our community.
Yes.
I go to every school. I invest my time in these children.
Wow.
The children are facing perils that you and I never faced.
That's right. That's
so
right.
As a martial art instructor, I believe it's incumbent upon me to help these children and adults to live a better life.
I think that what you're doing is very important because we need to have more groups to helping our children. We hear so many things that are occurring, and you're right. I think that the families are not there. I grew up, I'll explain for just myself. I had a very large extended family. So, and the extended family, it included the neighbors down the street who would report me if I even dared step out of line. And that's how, children were raised back then. Now I don't think they have that.
Unfortunately, you're correct. My mother was raised in the country, so it did take a village to raise a child. So if you did something wrong, the neighbor would reprimand you, and then your parents would. So I came up along those lines.
Exactly, and I'll always say that's how I really actually earned my first real dollar. I got paid, I would bring my report card and I could start at the corner and then I got money all down the street. Which is basically that positive reinforcement. And then my mother was like, you don't need to show everybody your card. Just come home.
Just come on home.
But yeah, that's very important. So you've been doing how many, what type of programs do you offer there?
Well, we do offer, as I said earlier, the before and after school program. We offer fitness boot camps, 5 o'clock in the morning.
5 o'clock in the morning. Excellent. Love it.
And then we do daytime classes, and then we do evening fitness classes, and then we do evening martial art classes.
Wow. Wow. And so who participates? You have the children, how young?
From 3 years old, yes.
Love
yes,
it.
and they can learn. Children's brains are like sponge. Our program's repetitive, so they'll get it in time. We just ask parents to be patient with us to help the children learn.
You're right. Their minds are like sponge.
They're like sponges.
Yes, they really are. Oh my word. And what a positive thing to be, working with children. And then, are you ever, let's say, a little too old to take martial arts? Is there any?
No, Ingrid, just the opposite.
Really?
Just the opposite.
Really?
It seems as we mature in age, we get more stressed. Traditional martial art, it's a great distressor.
Okay.
Focus, mentally, physically, and spiritually, make you fit.
Makes you fit.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Fit mind, fit body, fit mind.
There it is.
Yeah. So, okay. So how do you enroll in the program? How does that happen?
We have open enrollment. We have, at our website, you can go to our website and download our application to enrollment, bring it in, or we can give it a week for free, see if it's right for you. Come on in and try it for free.
Oh, that's a person who really knows his product.
Yes.
When you say a week for free.
A week for free. No cost, no pressure. We have a lot like that and word of mouth through our boot camp in the morning. I'm a former U.S. Army drill sergeant, so we guarantee a great product to get you fit.
Oh my goodness. And that really, it comes out, and you're very spiritual too, because I get that real commitment that this is what you need to do, and a commitment from you as an instructor, as a master. When I look at this magazine, you've been doing this for quite a few years. This is not something you just happen upon.
Actually, it's 47 years now.
47 years. Outstanding. And then there's some fantastic, photographs up here. And this is a picture of you here in...
This is a picture of me here in 1968 in my karate uniform.
Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So, do you have any needs of your organization? I mean, so someone says, you know what, this is like something that I really would like to help support, and maybe one day see this in my own community. I live in, in Virginia, and how does that happen?
Well, that's a good question. We want to help our community. My uniform in martial arts serves my community. As a matter of fact, I've gone down to Fairfax doing their coat drive, Tots for Toys.
I remember
Christmas.
You well. So
we have Operation Warm Tiger in our school. We have a lot of parents who are single parents. So I'll ask for help.
Yes.
And then we go get the coats, the toys, the backpacks, and give it to the children who need it.
Wonderful. Excellent, excellent. And then you have Operation Warm Tiger.
Warm Tiger.
It's a beautiful name. My goodness.
We don't want any children to be cold during the cold season.
And that's really, how many children have you, how many people actually participate in your program? So.
We have about 150 people.
Wow.
Yes.
That's huge. That's huge.
Yes.
And since the school has been operating, how many lives do you think you've touched?
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
Hundreds of lives.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just in our before and after school program, we have about 90 people. So we have different areas, whether it be fitness, boot camp, fitness evening classes, martial art classes for adults, and the before and after school program.
Wow.
So we're touching all lives from every age.
At every age.
Every age.
Yeah, and that really is something, and I like what you said, as we get older, that's something still to think about, so it's not too late.
Never too late.
Oh, I love that. That's like so good. What's your vision for your school?
The vision of Tiger, though, Jang, is to be a role model. To let the community know there's someone who actually really cares. I visit all the schools. Be responsible, respectful for all people. So not just only myself, but my staff as well, to be role models for our community and to serve our community. Martial art was never just for me, but it was to serve my community, to make my community better. We don't teach fighting. We teach people how to defend themselves. not just physically, but using verbal words, verbal judo, if you will.
Really?
At the last resort, at the very last resort,
Verbal judo. Wow.
we would engage in a physical contact, confrontation. But we walk away and learn to use our words first.
I love it. And words are most powerful.
Powerful.
But it's something that needs to be taught.
Yes.
And that's what you're doing. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're teaching a person how to use their words to defend themselves, and then at last result, then it's the physical. But and I love the fact that you don't do fighting.
No, we teach people how to defend themselves.
Yeah.
We don't do fighting. Martial art was never for fighting.
It's never for fighting. Oh my word.
It's the betterment of all mankind.
Oh my, love it. Oh my goodness. So you had that vision. Do you see more schools throughout the area? You have your school there. Do you see branches?
There are a lot of martial arts schools.
Yes.
A lot. But I'm glad to say that Tiger Dojo Martial Art and Fitness is a true martial arts school. We do invest in our community.
Yes.
There is a difference.
Right. And it sounds like it's such a model. How did you, when I looked at the video that you did with MTV, and I thought that was pretty exciting from that stand, how did you get involved in doing that type of redesign, working with that young person?
Well, I was at a martial art tournament, and a producer for MTV said, would you like to be an MTV? I said, sure, why not? Mm-hmm. And he said, we'll contact you in a few days. So I got a call a couple days later and said, well, this is MTV, we're at your martial arts studio, we want to film.
Wow.
So I never met this young lady before, so there was no script involved.
Nice.
And she's doing quite well, I understand.
And she's doing quite well.
Yes.
Well, Grandmaster Jenkins, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. You are a person that not only are a role model, but you're just giving back in lots of ways and helping our children and our community. It's a pleasure and an honor to meet you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Coming up next, we'll be talking to Mertine Elizabeth Moore Brown, the designer of Goldfinger Designs, who will be showing us fashions. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Ingrid's World. I'm your host, Ingrid Paris Hicklin. Now let's welcome to the show Mertine Elizabeth Moore Brown. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ingrid. So good to be here.
And you're fabulous.
Thank you.
And you're models. Welcome, welcome. So glad to have you all here. Well, I always like to say, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm a native Washingtonian. I'm one of 8 children. My mother, Mary Lacey Moore, was a pianist and organist. She performed all around Washington. My father and grandfather were ministers, Methodist ministers.
Wow.
So I'm married to my sweetheart.
Oh.
Yeah, 42 years.
Yay.
We've been knowing each other, but we only been married 6 years.
Beautiful.
And we have a 20-year-old son.
Oh, my goodness.
And I have a grandchild.
Too young to have a grand. Too young.
Yes. So that's me. That's who Mertine is.
Well, Mertine, you're a beautiful person and just beautiful from head to toe.
Thank you.
What made you decide becoming an entrepreneur? Because this is entrepreneurs who shine. And what made you want to be an entrepreneur?
I think the influence my mom, since she always worked from home, teaching piano lessons, planning for weddings and funerals. So I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I had a vision when I was young that I would prosper in fashion.
Wow.
So I'm thankful.
So, this is like my favorite. Everyone who knows Ingrid, they know that I love fashion. So let's just get to the fun stuff.
Okay.
Let's talk about the fashions here that you've brought.
Okay, well, the Designers Goldfinger is our fashion business. We're a fashion marketing firm. We were started in New York City in 1980. And at that time, I also was a model with Wilhelmina. And I worked as a fashion stylist with Essence Magazine.
Oh my goodness.
So I started representing designers, and it was all by chance. One day I was in a designer studio, and he had all these really cute little leather bags and all these bright colors. So I asked, I said, what are you doing with those bags? He said, well, Bloomingdale's ordered them, but then they didn't want the order. So I asked if I could sell them. And I was going home, I think it was right before Christmas or Thanksgiving, some holiday. But anyway, I sold the bags before I even left New York.
Oh my
And then
word.
I met another designer who had these terry cloth shirts, and another designer, and within 2 months' time, I wrote $49,000 worth of business with 4 designers.
Oh my goodness.
So that's how we got started.
You were no joke. Take a lesson, everybody. She's really shining. Oh my goodness. So, all right. So, tell us about Goldfinger. What is that?
Okay, the designers Goldfinger, we produce fashion shows. And we represent models and designers. So we have fabulous models, as you can see. And we represent designers. The more wrap, the garment that we're showing, this is my first design.
This is your...
Yes, and the way this happened is I had been asking designers for a garment, something that we could really make some money, so we could really produce garments. So I was asking for just, I didn't know what I was asking for. I wanted something that we could sell, small, medium, large, women would be attracted to. And that evolved into a jumpsuit. And I didn't like the different ideas that I was getting from designers. So my husband said, you know what, you need to design it. And that's what we did.
Oh my
God
goodness.
designed it. There's no way I would have come up with this gorgeous design on my own. So, I mean, we debuted a couple of years ago at the Congressional Black Caucus. And what was so exciting is that day, even though we only had about 11 sales, 2 of the women bought 2 more wraps. I'm like, oh yeah. So that's how we started, and that's where we are now, marketing.
So now, tell me how you've designed this, because what I got excited about it is that I do travel a bit, and it looked like it's great for traveling.
Perfect. It is perfect for traveling.
Okay, all right.
Yes, when I shared the idea with my seamstress, one of our team members, I saw something loose, something that I could wear all the time.
Yes, yes.
And then when I went to her house and she had made the prototype, I mean, I was just floored. It was like she caught everything, all my vision.
Yes.
And this garment, you can wear it hundreds of ways. It's perfect for traveling. It's a spandex blend, so you can roll it up. You don't have to worry about ironing it. You can throw it in the washing machine. I know you love that part.
I love it.
And yes, and it comes in all these colors, so we do a lot of colors. It's short or long.
Oh, short.
And it can be had as a dress, a long dress or a short dress. So it's really
word.
4 looks. And really, you can wrap it so many ways. It can be sexy, cultural, business, formal, casual. I mean, you can tie it where you're exposing
it
your tummy.
really looks, when you look at the 3 of you, it looks like you have 3 very different outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like 3 different
Same
outfits.
garment. You can
And it's the
step in
same
it from the
garment.
front or the back. I mean, and the models are just amazing the way they come up with so many creative ideas.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. And I see that the model here, she has it wrapped and she pulls it around. I love it. Oh my. And swings it over.
See, so the Muslim sisters, Ethiopian sisters, I mean, you can...
It's very beautiful.
Yes.
And it's becoming for the figure. I like it.
It really
and
is.
I like to say it's forgiving too.
That's right, right.
That's what I like, because sometimes you can do a little drape here, and we looking okay, I look fine.
Exactly, you can accessorize it with bells, the jewelry makes all the difference.
It does, and I love how this model here has a beautiful, women has the jewels, and so that's very, to me, very, black tie, and I want to, go with it, so I do my little diamonds and my, my jewelry, my sparklies, and throw it, and you have it thrown, and this is the same.
And Lisa has on it's the same garment, just totally wrapped differently. Yes.
I love it. Oh my goodness. And yours?
Yeah, I mean, for traveling, sometimes I was recently in LA.
Okay.
I took just 2 wraps for a whole week. And that's all I wore every day, just different ways. And no one ever knew I was wearing the same.
You just
look.
wore 2 wraps?
Mm-hmm.
How
Just
soon can
roll
you
it
get
up.
things? Wow.
Yes, yes.
So what sizes do you have them in?
We do small, medium, large.
Okay.
And then we
excellent.
custom extra large or extra, extra large.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
Yep.
Wow.
Tons of colors. And we're going to be mixing prints and, you know.
You're going to be
other
doing
kinda-
prints
oh,
too?
Yeah, we're
Oh
going to
my.
mix it up, definitely.
Well, I'm a solid color kind of color girl, so I love the solid colors, and I love orange. I also, do you have white too?
Yes, we do. We have cream, we have white, we have off-white, camel, brown, black, of course.
Black, of course.
Green, blue. This is blue.
It's beautiful.
Then we have a sky blue. So all the colors, any color any woman wants can be had.
Very, very nice. So actually, can you take can I take like a bottom and then mix it with a top, or how does it work?
It's one piece.
So wait a minute, let me just make sure I'm very clear about this. This is totally just one piece?
One piece. Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
And you just step into it.
Wow.
Yes, yes. The biggest thing I get from customers is, you're going to have to be at my house to show me how to wrap this. So we putting up videos, how-to videos on YouTube.
Okay.
Where we
of how
can
to
see
wrap
the
it.
different ways to wrap it, yes.
Oh my goodness. So what has been like the biggest challenge of your business?
I would say the biggest challenge is production. Because what we want to do, because what did happen in 1980 when we made all those orders, the designers I was working with, a couple of them lived in their studios. You know how it is in New York,
Oh, yes.
Soho District,
I'm a New
et
Yorker,
cetera.
so-
Oh, so you know exactly
yeah.
what I'm saying. Or another one might have been working out of her second bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't deliver. So that was our challenge at that time. So moving fast forward, we've been working with fabric houses now, and we are building a manufacturing team. Because we can produce this. This is a simple garment. It's, what, 5, 6, 7 seams. So we want to train young men and women
Oh, nice.
to sew. And then we're working with professionals as well. So the objective is to have a manufacturing plant in the DMV, in this area, where
yes.
we are producing more wrap and other designer garments.
And other designer,
Yes.
oh, and bring it to Washington. I
Yes.
love that.
That's
So we talked about the challenges. What's your vision for your clothing line?
oh my God. The vision is to really promote these talented designers out here. It's so many talented designers, but they don't have the business sense. So that's where the designer Goldfinger comes in. Our objective is to market and promote these talented designers, and of course promoting excellent models at the same time. And travel with a tour and show, because we're not just we don't just run up and down the runway. When we do a production, it's actually a production. It's a routine. We may have 6 or 8 models all wrapped differently, and we actually, it's a quite exciting presentation.
It does sound like it. So they interact and
Yes.
Wow. Well, we met at a fashion show.
How about
That's how
that?
we met. But I wasn't prepared for this because this is fabulous. Oh, my word. And we touched on a little bit of your successes. What are one of your successes that you're just really so pleased about?
I guess my most career-wise or personal?
Career-wise. Well,
Okay, let's see. I would guess more wrap. I would say this garment. I'm really excited about our potential, what we're going to be doing with this. We have some exciting marketing ideas.
Wow.
So I'm real excited about our future.
makes me excited and happy to actually have them here on television. And you said you can go on YouTube. And how do we find you?
Well, more wrap can we name our
Absolutely.
website? Yeah, we're morewrap.com, MOOREWRAP.com, or tdgforyou.com.
TG.
The Designers Goldfinger, tdgforyou.com.
Ooh, I love it. Well, I'd like to thank you for being on the show. You're like amazing. And models, thank you so much. You all are so beautiful.
Thank you. You look beautiful, and this was a pleasure to be here.
Oh, I tell you, thank you. You keep up the good work, and I look forward to having you back again.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'd like to thank our guests for a wonderful show. My final thought is from Alice Walker. Don't wait around for other people to be happy for you. Any happiness that you get, you've got to make it for yourself. Thank you for watching Ingrid's World, and don't forget to like us on Facebook or see ingridsworld.org for a broadcast schedule of Ingrid's World. Thanks for watching.